Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, it is Thursday. It is 10 a.m. You made it here. You can't hear me? For real? Oh, let's see. It's you. I got my headset says that it's connected. Can you hear me? He's doing tech troubleshooting. Okay, well, he can troubleshoot. It's all good. My name's Jennifer. We have 60 minutes to take a journey into power together. Can you hear me yet? Maybe, maybe not. Check 1, check 2. Yeah, he's doing some serious remote control troubleshooting. The theme of today's practice is going to be, or is, finding the seat of your physical power. So we're going to be working with neutral pelvis. He's still troubleshooting. So if everybody could come to a stand up at the top of your mat. Yeah, I can hear me too. Okay, cool. So the theme of today's practice is going to be finding the seat of your physical power through a neutral pelvis. Okay, so come to a stand at the top of your mat and place your palms, the bones of your palms on the bones of your hips, and bring your middle fingers to touch. And most of us have a default of either too much duck butt, too much tuck butt. While you're standing here, find the alignment of your pelvis where your hands feel the most vertical, without over tucking, without too much curvature. It's kind of a thing that you can feel. You can also look down and see. And find what feels to you like a neutral pelvis, something outside of your default, maybe a little bit more tuck, maybe a little bit less tuck. And I'll be speaking to that through all of the poses today. So let's begin in child's pose, taking your knees wide. And here in child's pose, that sensation that you just felt under your hands, lift the front of your pelvis, pulling your belly button up to your spine. And begin to breathe in and out of your nose to generate some heat for this 60-minute practice. Downward facing dog. And here in down dog, again, articulate your pelvis, lift the front of your pelvis, and then do the opposite. Really send your butt bones, your sit bones, all the way up to the ceiling. Really exaggerated duck butt towards the ceiling. And put some softness in your knees to get access to the lift of your pelvis. Pull your belly button up to your spine, send your pelvis bowl the other direction. And then walk your feet to your hands, take ragdoll at the top of your mat. And here, lift the front of your pelvis. Feel that connection, that rotation in your hip bones and your pelvis bowl. Extended mountain. Reach up. Bring your hands to heart center. Again, lift the front of your pelvis just a tiny bit. And we'll open today's class with a sound of 3 ohms. Extended mountain, bow forward, halfway lift, High push-up, be here in high push-up. First high push-up, lift the front of your pelvis, pull your belly button in towards your spine. Keep holding that in, low push-up. Upward facing dog, same thing, belly button to spine. Downward facing dog, hips up, hips back. Inhale here, exhale here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Jump to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain. Lift the front of your pelvis. Reach your fingers up. Bow forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Hands on your mat. Pull your belly button into your spine. High to low you go. Up dog. Good, Sarah. Down dog. Good. Becky, let it go. Inhale, exhale, look forward, top of your mat. Good, Laura. Halfway lift, yes, Jimmy, forward, fold. Extended mountain, lift the front of your pelvis, lift your eyes up, bow forward, let it go. Halfway lift, inhale, hands down, high to low. Up dog, down dog. Take 2 breaths here. Inhale, big, deep breath. Exhale, big, deep breath. Keep focusing your attention on your pelvis, where it is in space. And on your next exhale, get empty. Jump to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Hands on your mat, flow. Putting your attention on your pelvis, pulling your belly button to your spine, moving from pose to pose from your seat of power, your pelvis. Full breath in. Empty out. And bend your knees, top of your mat, you land. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. Lift the front of your pelvis. Tilt your pelvic. Yes, so good, Sarah. Yes, sit deeper, everyone. Yeah, pull your bottom ribs in. One more huge full breath. Fold, let it go. Halfway lift, inhale. Hands on your mat, flow, high to low. Up dog. Keep your pelvic bowl neutral. Downward facing dog. Right side warrior 1. Step your feet. And then put your attention on your pelvis. Lift the front of your pelvis. Pull your belly button in and sit your hips lower. Put your focus of attention on your pelvis. Send your eyes up towards the ceiling. Take a breath in. Stay. Breathe out. So good, y'all. Breathe in. Hands on your mat. Flow high to low. Up dog from your pelvis. Downward facing dog. Warrior 1, left side. Place your feet. And then put your attention on your pelvis in space. Lift the front of your pelvis. Belly button in, bottom ribs in, hips low. Good. Breathe in. Stay, breathe out. One more huge inhale. Exhale, flow. Bend your knees, neutral pelvis, jump top of your mat. Halfway lift, forward fold. Put your attention on your pelvis chair, sit low. Lifting your pelvis, sitting deep. Breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, vinyasa, high to low. Keeping your attention on pulling your belly button into your spine, having your pelvis be neutral. Take warrior 1 right side. Place your feet Lift your pelvis, lift your eyes up, go back. Hands on your mat, you flow, high to low. Belly button in, seat of power strong, warrior one left side, step forward. Lift your pelvis up, lift your eyes up. Hands on your mat, you go. Flow with your breath. Up dog, down dog. Bend your knees, travel to the top of your mat. One pose, one breath. Halfway lift, fill up. Forward fold, empty. Chair. Pull the pit of your belly in and up. Pelvis low, pelvis lifting. Fold forward, let it go. Halfway lift, vinyasa, high to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Warrior one, right side. Neutral pelvis, rise up, breathe in. Exhale, flow, breathe out. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take warrior one left side, neutral pelvis, rise. Hands down, flow. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Take an extra breath here in your downward facing dog. Side out, ha. Come back to your pelvis, lifting the front of your pelvis. Lift your right leg high towards the ceiling. Bend your knees, stack your hips, flip your dog. Right foot comes down to the floor, spin around on your left toes. Lift the front of your pelvis up towards the ceiling. See your right thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Side plank. Create side plank, right hand down. Now pull the pit of your belly in and up. Lift the front of your pelvis. Lift your top leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Downward facing dog. Good work. Lift your left leg. Bend your knees, stack your hips, flip your dog. Other side. Press your heels down, lift your hips up. Lift the front of your pelvis up towards the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Side plank, other side. Land your side plank, pull your belly button in. Lift the front of your pelvis, lift your top leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Downward facing dog. Ha, 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 ha. Breathe in, breathe out. Yeah, put your attention back on your pelvis, lifting the front of your pelvis. Bend your knees a lot. Jump to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, forward fold. Chair pose. Belly button in, lifting the front of your pelvis up towards your belly button, sitting your hips lower. So good, everyone. Lower. Yes. Hands to heart center, twist to the right. Lower your hips more. Lift the front of your pelvis. Open your arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chair pose. Hands to heart center. Lift the front of your pelvis, twist to the left. Sit your hips down. Lift the front of your pelvis, open your arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forward fold. Yes. Take your feet hips width distance apart. Grab your big toes with your first 2 fingers. Bend your knees a lot. Bend your elbows a lot. Lift the front of your pelvis. Drop your head, shake it around, shake it yes, shake it no. Release your big toes, slide your hands all the way underneath your feet. Stand on your hands. Now lift the front of your pelvis as you stand on your hands. Release this pose and take crow, yogi squat, forearm plank, whichever choice you choose. Put your attention on your pelvis, your belly button, the seat of your power. Your pelvic bowl, so strong, y'all. For 5, 1, 2, heck yes, 3, 4, 5, you flow high to low. Upward facing dog. So good, downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward, crescent lunge. Crescent lunge. Neutral pelvis, pull your belly button up, lift the front of your pelvis and bend deeper into your right knee. Now press your right shin towards the front of the room and stack your knee over your ankle for a count of 3. 1, yes. 2, 3, hands to heart center, twist to the right. Open your arms for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, warrior 2. Yeah, recreate that big bend in your right knee. Set up your legs for warrior 2. And here, lift the front of your pelvis. Big bend in your right knee. Create the fire, let it happen. Reverse your warrior. Stay low in your hips, lifting in your pelvis. Yes, extended side angle from a neutral pelvis. Lifting the front of your pelvic bowl up towards your belly button. Really reach your left hands towards the front of the room. Bigger bend in your right knee. Stack it over your ankle. Feel this in all of your leg muscles. So strong, y'all. Take a breath in. Stay, take a breath out. One more huge inhale. Hands on your mat, you flow high to low. Yeah, reclaiming the seat of your power. Up dog, one pose at a time, one breath at a time. Crescent lunge, left side. So good. Lift the front of your pelvis. Hips low. Left knee over ankle. Hands to center, twist. Yeah, keep lifting the front of your pelvis, spreading your arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, warrior 2. Recreate neutral pelvis, recreate right angle in your left knee. Again, lift the front of your pelvis, sit your hips down. Pull your belly button in towards your spine. Freeze everything from your navel down. Reverse your warrior. Oh, so good, so good, so good. Extended side angle, y'all. Extended side angle. Recreate, bend in your left knee. Recreate, lift in the front of your pelvis. Breathe in and out of your nose. So strong, all of you so strong. For 3, 1, 2, 3, vinyasa, high to low. Fresh breath, up dog. Exhale it out, down dog. Bend your knees, top of your mat, you land. Halfway lift, forward fold, extended mountain. And take your hands to heart center. Set your gaze out here and recreate neutral pelvis, lifting the front of your pelvis. And take eagle, right side. Right leg over, right arm under. Lift the front of your pelvis and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. For 5, 1, 2, keep squeezing. 3, 4, 5, switch sides. Good work, y'all. Neutral pelvis, lift the front of your pelvis, belly button in, bottom ribs in, squeeze, squeeze. 1, 2, squeeze more. 3, yes. 4, 5, switch sides. Recreate eagle right side from a neutral pelvis, a lifted neutral pelvis, squeezing into spine line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, switch. Squeeze, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, release, release. Standing leg raise, right side. Place the block at the front of your mat so it's underneath your left hand when you hinge at the hips, because we're going for half moon eventually. Bring your right knee into your chest. Neutral pelvis. Lift the front of your pelvis, pull your belly button in. Yes, good flex in your right foot. Extend your right leg out as much as you choose. Keep pulling your belly button towards your spine. Look at your left thumb. Reach out with your left hand. Good. Come back to center. Reach your arms towards the ceiling. Kick your right foot forward. Lift the front of your pelvis. Yes. Airplane. Keep that pelvis lifted. Belly button pulling in. Extending out through your right heel. Drop your right hip. Reconnect to your, yes. See that. Hands to heart center, half moon. Right hand to that block. It's waiting for you. Yeah, right hand to the block. Wait, left hand to the block. Sorry, y'all. Revolved half moon's a totally different beast. Flex your right foot a lot. Yes, lift the front of your pelvis. Stack your hips. Look up at the ceiling for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good work. Switch sides. Left knee into your chest. Lift the front of your pelvis. Belly button in. Open your left leg out to the side. Extend your right arm. Belly button into your spine. Squeezing into spine line. Neutral pelvis. Come back to center. Kick your foot forward. Reach your arms up. Recreate neutral pelvis. So good, Becky. I see that. I see the efforting in all of you. Yes. Airplane. Left leg back. Arms back. Belly button to spine. Drop your left hip 2 inches. Yes. Half moon. Right hand lands on the block or spider fingers. Flex your left foot a lot. Stack your hips. Lift your left leg. Neutral pelvis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good work. Come to stand and take dancer, right side. Right hand down, grab the inside of your right foot. And from right here, create neutral pelvis. Maybe your tendency is to overarch your low back. Lift the front of your pelvis. Stomp down through your left leg as you lift the front of your pelvis and then kick. 1, 2, focusing on your pelvis. 3, 4, 5. Switch sides. Dancer, left side from a neutral pelvis. A lifted pelvic bowl. You go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch. Second set, dancer from your pelvis for 10. 1, 2, I think that's the plumber. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. Okay, tree pose. From a neutral pelvis. Lift the front of your pelvis and take tree. Right foot to ankle, calf, or inner thigh. Lift the front of your pelvis, lift your hands up, lift your eyes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch sides. Good work. Lift the front of your pelvis, lift your tree up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let it go, release. Extended mountain, breathe in, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Vinyasa, high to low. Up dog, down dog. Everybody take a huge breath in. Let it go. Yeah, step your right foot forward for triangle. And create triangle with a neutral pelvis. Lift the front of your pelvis up towards your belly button. Right fingertips down to the earth or a block. And when you put a tiny bend in both knees, you get access to your pelvis. Breathe in and out of your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rise up, side facing wide angle forward fold, all toes towards the left side of your mat. Bow. And again, access your pelvis through a bend in both knees. Bend both of your knees, lift the front of your pelvis. At the natural seat of your power, the center of your gravity as a human on earth. And put your attention on the seat of your power. The metaphorical, the literal, the figurative, right here, your pelvic bowl. Breathe in and out of your nose. Come up to standing, take pyramid pose, right toes forward. Lift the front of your pelvis, bow over your front thigh. Take your left foot wide, good. Bend both of your knees, lift the front of your pelvis. For 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Twisting triangle. Left hand stays, right hand reaches. Lift the front of your pelvis. Lift your right hand to the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Vinyasa, high to low. Belly button to spine, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left side triangle, neutral pelvis. Widen your stance, lift the front of your pelvis up towards your belly button. Stack your shoulders. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come up to standing. Point all your toes to the right side of your mat and bow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pyramid pose. Lift the front of your pelvis, bow forward. Twisting triangle. Twisting triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Vinyasa, high to low. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. High push-up. Low push-up. 2 more yogi push-ups. High push-up. Low push-up. High push-up. Low push-up. Release. Lie all the way down in your belly. Release. Release any efforting. Right here, rest. And as you prepare for Locust Pose, I think he just killed our everything. Locust Pose, press your pelvic bowl into the floor. Lift your hands, your feet, rise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, lower all the way down. That was the UPS. Is everything plugged back in? Crickets. Locust. 1, 2, because our internet's down. 3, 4, 5, lower all the way down. Good work, y'all. Floor bow. Bend your knees, grab your feet, your ankles, or your shins. Rise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, lower all the way down. Ah, so good, y'all. Floor bow, second set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let it go. Upward facing dog. Lift the front of your pelvis. Lift, 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 lift. Yes, 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 yes. Downward facing dog. Let it go. Come down to your knees, camel pose. Camel pose. And find your neutral pelvis, hands on your sit bones. And play, be at play here. Over tuck, under tuck. Lift the front of your pelvis, see the back wall. We had a momentary internet outage, Jimmy. You're right here with us. You know the flow. From a neutral pelvis, lift. Lift up, look back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let it go. Sit on your heels. Rest. Good work. Good work. Camel. Camel. Rise. Lift the front of your pelvis. Pull your belly button into your spine. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let it go. Sit back on your heels. Come onto your back, bridge pose. Bridge. Bridge. Lift the front of your pelvis. Send your hips up towards the ceiling. Heels dig down. Breathe in and out of your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower all the way down. And then bridge or wheel. Rise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay up or come down. Bridge or wheel number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay up or come down. Bridge or wheel number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bridge or wheel number 4. We're going for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bridge or wheel number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. Bridge or wheel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Supta Baddha Konasana. Supta Baddha Konasana. Happy baby. Happy baby. Bend your knees, grab your feet. Release your feet, send your feet up towards the ceiling. Reach for your toes. Reach for your toes. And lower your legs 30 degrees. 60 degrees, pull your toes back towards your face. Hover your feet, reach for your toes. Head down, legs up. 2 more like this. Lower your legs 30 degrees. 60 degrees, reaching for your toes. Hover your feet, reach for your toes. Head down, legs up. Last one like this, combination of extending your legs, lowering your legs. Hover your feet, keep reaching for your toes. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Good work. Good work. Put your hands underneath your tailbone and send your legs up towards the ceiling. We'll repeat similar movement, different efforting. Lower your legs 30, 60. Hover, look at your toes, take your feet apart and together for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Head down, legs up. 3 more like this, lower down 30. 60. Hover your feet, do something with your feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Head down, legs up, lower down 30. 60. Hover your feet, look at your toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Head down, legs up. Last one. 30. 60. Hover your feet, look at your feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Good work, y'all. "30 Yogi Bicycles." Interlace your hands at the nape of your neck. 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Reclaiming the seat of your power through your pelvic bowl, y'all. Y'all are crushing it. High boat. 3 high boats, 3 low boats. High boat. Crushing it. Low boat. High boat. Low boat. High boat. Low boat. Let it go. Good work. Take your half pigeon, take your reclined half pigeon, take your traditional half pigeon, put your attention on your pelvis. Focus on your pelvic bowl as you come into your preferred pigeon pose. Breathing in and out of your nose. And for 30 seconds, put the spotlight of your attention on your pelvis. Lift the front of your pelvis. Yeah, so good. Press your feet down into the floor as you lift the front of your pelvis. New access to your pelvis in half pigeon. Will likely feel different than your default because of the spotlight of your attention. Switch sides. From your pelvis, press your feet down. "30 seconds. Double pigeon or seated figure 4. Now stack your shins. Lift the front of your pelvis. Root your sit bones down by lifting the front of your pelvis. For 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch sides. One, lift the front of your pelvis. 2, 3, 4, 5. Frog pose. You can face the lobby, you can face the street, choose your frog. Choose your frog direction. Put a block under your pelvis, put a block under your chest. Anything you need for support, make right angles. Thighs, shins, feet. Flex your feet a lot. Lift the front of your pelvis. And put your attention on lifting the front of your pelvis. And then bring your forehead down to your stacked fists or a block, whatever you need to do in order to get access to your pelvis here in frog. Lifting the front of your pelvis, which gets you access to lots of sensation in your groins, in your glutes, maybe lots of sensation between your ears. That's okay. Keep lifting the front of your pelvis, reclaiming the seat of your power. Breathe in and out of your nose. "30 seconds. 30 seconds. Well, more like 20. Keep lifting the front of your pelvis. Flex your feet. And lift the front of your pelvis, belly button to spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come out of frog, lie on the ground. Bring your big toes to touch behind you. Lie on your ground. Yeah, lie on the ground, belly on the ground, rest. And then come up to a seat for seated single leg extension. Come around to your seat, extend one leg out. Bring the other leg to your inner thigh. Lift the front of your pelvis and then fold forward. Lift the pelvic bowl, fold. Good. Take 5 breaths right here. 5 of your breaths, connecting to your pelvis. At the end of your 5th exhale, you switch sides. And when you switch sides, reconnect to your pelvis. Lift your pelvic bowl, fold forward, take 5 full breaths. And at the end of your 5th breath, extend both legs, seated forward fold. Reverse tabletop. Plant your hands back by your hips. Send your hips up towards the ceiling. Lift the front of your pelvis up towards your belly button. Bend your knees, yeah, a lot. Dig your heels down, hips up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower all the way down. Take fish pose. Put your hands under your sit bones. Come down to your forearms on the earth. Extend your legs out long. Lift your chest up, send your eyes to the back wall. Lift the front of your pelvis here. Oh, good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come up and out of fish and then choose your inversion. You can put a block into your tailbone, send your legs up to the ceiling. If you have any other inversion you'd like to take that. Here in waterfall pose, let your pelvis be supported by the block underneath you. Slowly make your way down out of your inversion. Take the block out from underneath of you. Stretch out long. And then take a supine twist. Supine twist one side to the right. Supine twist to the left. And come back to center. And move your body into a pose where you can be still. Where your body can be effortless, supported, everything neutral. Your breath, natural, relaxed. And I'll come around and I'll place a cool lavender towel on your forehead. If this is something you do not want, bring one hand to your belly. Thank you. Inhale. Exhale. Take in another huge breath. Open your mouth, stick out your tongue, lion's breath, let it go. Roll to your favorite side and pause. And slowly come up to a simple seat at the top of your mat. Bring your hands to heart center. And lift the front of your pelvis. And we'll seal this class with the sound of 3 ohms. Bring your thumb knuckles to your forehead center, and together we bow. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Sarah, Laura, Becky. Round of applause for your effort today, for getting in touch with your pelvis. Thank you for being here.